Hi guys, this is Breaker, and I am back with game number 2 between TaiwanTank and Artosis. This one took place on Neo Planet S. And let's go ahead and get into the game. I'm, again, just doing this to basically justify the case of TaiwanTank. He's just doing stream sniping. He's not stream cheating per se, but in the lower left-hand corner, let's give both players their intro. I'm hoping you guys saw game number 1 and heard me talking about basically TaiwanTank and he was doing, but in the lower left-hand corner, TaiwanTank, representing the Evil Rabbits clan. He did have a witness standing over his shoulder by the name of Spider Hurricane, also known as Spider Fist. And in the upper right-hand corner, spawning as our Protoss with the blue Nexus, it is Artosis. Alright, so once again, just kind of trying to help justify his case. He had a pro player standing over his shoulder by the name of Spider Hurricane. Of course, Spider Hurricane is a pro Zerg player. You might have some experience as Protoss, I'm not entirely sure, but a lot of people in Taiwan are pro Zergs, if they are pro at all, because, you know, they're trying to go Sen style, basically. They watch Sen's games, they speak the same first language as Sen, so it's easier for them to communicate with Sen than it is for, say, their Korean cousins. Just a 2 or 3 hour plane flight away. Looks like we're gonna have TaiwanTank just kind of slowly but steadily sending out a probe scout, making sure his opponent's just, I guess you could say, staying honest or something of that nature. Once again, he was stream sniping, not stream cheating. It was like trying to play a game with Artosis. That's it. And looks like Artosis is going for double gas, just as our red toss is. This can lead to Force Field Expo, can lead to a Robo Facility going down soon, and then taking the natural, or taking the natural and then throwing down a Robo Facility thereafter, and getting some sentries out ASAP to get some Force Fields. And TaiwanTank is now aware of just what Artosis has. As you can see here, his probe came in here, he saw everything. And it looks like Artosis just threw down the cybernetic score, just a few seconds behind that of TaiwanTank. Pylon now going down behind the mineral line. And we're just waiting for that tech up. You know, we're waiting to see, are we going to see a Twilight Council? Are we going to see a Stargate? Are we going to see a Robo? Basically that kind of thing. If not, we're going to see quite a few force field sentries coming out. And actually, as it stands now, we see Artosis saving a bit in the way of chrono. He does just expend it on the Nexus to get that mothership core out very, very fast. Respectable decision. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And he's also gotten started on cybernetics core tech. Excuse me, warp gate tech, if you will. TaiwanTank going ahead and expending his chrono boost on cybernetics core. Trying to get that warp gate tech just out just that much faster, if you will. And it looks as though the Stalker was a bit hesitant to chase that probe around. And presently, we actually have Artosis a teeny bit supply blocked. But it's alright, as he is going for his natural right now. Just threw that down. No extra pylon, just yet. So this shows that he's not trying to produce anything. He's trying to save money. He's not trying to get any units out, basically. There it is, the Robo coming from Artosis. And double gateway going down as well for TaiwanTank. This is, I guess you could call it a warm-up cast for me, because I'll be casting for the RSL later today. Of course, it'll be in Chinese, not English. And the gateway, second gateway now going down to accompany all of that. And it looks like we're actually going to see TaiwanTank going for some forward aggression. He's also got a cybernetic, excuse me, not a cybernetic core, but a Twilight Council going down behind that. And the second gateway is now being made, if you will, second warp gate, excuse me. And now he's just going all out Rambo-style aggression on his opponent. Unfortunately, the force field goes down just a teeny bit too late, and we see that Artosis is forced to burn his, oh jeez, his photon overcharge. But even in the main over here, we see that TaiwanTank is a bit out of the attack range of that uh, first Nexus cannon, if you will. We're just waiting now for the first Robo to get out. And we also have another sentry on the way, so maybe he'll be able to do something about that. But we also have a sentry right here that might be ready to throw down a force field. So for the time being, it's actually seeming as though TaiwanTank has the freedom to put on as much damage as he wants. Stalker warping in now, actually Zealot warping in now to deal with some of these Stalkers. And the sentry actually did fall. So we won't see any force fields in the near future, and it would have had to save far too much energy for that to work anyway. We actually see Artosis kind of slipping with the what's the word I'm looking for? The Chrono Boost. He's trying to Chrono something out ASAP, but the question is, what is it? He's gonna lose his Mothership Core, maybe? No. It's safe on the high ground. But of course, this Stalker will be able to spot for it soon. We now have 2 Stalkers and an Immortal out. Blink is about halfway done. Just a little bit over halfway done for our red toss, and it looks like Artosis is, I don't know, it's hard to say the position he's in. He's a little bit behind in the way of economy. He's had some damage done to him. He's taken a lot in the way of resources lost to this point. He still has his Mothership Core miraculously, after all the damage it's taken before. But now I think TaiwanTank's motive is to save all of his Stalkers, and perhaps blink them all into the main in one fell swoop as soon as that blink is done. And speaking of, it is now finished. Okay. Here we go. Blink into the main. 6, 7, 8 Stalkers versus 1 Immortal on the high ground. The other one was not there to accompany it and do a lot of damage at the same time. 3 gateways in the main. Nothing quite being warped in just yet, but we do have another Stalker on the way. What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, man. Nexus Cannon gets activated. And for now, we're going to see TaiwanTank back off. He just jumps in there. He snipes 1 or 2 Immortals, and then he backs off. Okay, so Forge now going down in the main for Artosis. He's probably going to try and find a way to expend minerals defensively. Maybe in the way of cannons. If not, maybe get 1 or, maybe get +1 attack. Probe comes in here from Artosis, sees what his opponent's got. He's actually seen that there's actually very little in the way of gateways, which is actually the key point of TaiwanTank's offensive. He actually has to keep up the momentum, otherwise he can't do a lot of damage. Presently, we see that he is supply blocked. He doesn't have an extra pylon to warp anything in. And he's trying, I think, to get more in the way of infrastructure down. Yes, we can see 2 gateways accompanying that 1 Robo that's on the way. And, oh man, this is the only problem with using Immortals. Really, they do move a bit slower, and it looks like we're going to see TaiwanTank get the snipe on that Nexus and then blink out of there yet again, putting himself just miles ahead of Artosis. Artosis just says GG, and with that, we see him leaving the game. Once again, guys, I would just like to stress that TaiwanTank had a pro gamer sitting over his shoulder, a member of the same clan as him originally. His name is Evil Rabbit's Hurricane. He's probably better known now as Spider Fist, if not Spider Hurricane. That's the way he shows up on the ASL record sheets. It's a gig that I do casting for every Tuesday and Thursday morning, and I'm pretty sure he would be more than willing to actually, I guess, be accounted as a witness, if you will, a reliable witness or a character witness to TaiwanTank's playstyle. But of course, that Taiwan and Korea server, the playstyle is extremely, extremely aggressive. Well, if you guys liked what you saw here today, just go ahead and click on the subscribe button. This is Breaker. I'll see you guys next time.